He would like take me back to your place of residence. Oh, take me back to your place. What's up? What's up? Huh? Who? I don't know. I don't know why they being secretive. Hell yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, I know. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Tap in. Tap in, gangsters. I know these boys, man, ain't running, man. Chopping it up. No, my boy Silk.
What's the damn deal, man?
Silky D, what's the word?
Ain't nothing, dog. What y'all boys on, dog? Who all showed up? How long you been? You been streaming 2 hours or 2 minutes? You just
No, two
started?
minutes. Yeah, I just started 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. I'm trying to get that boy Jesse and old boy up on her. They been going at it all day. The group on fire right now, man.
The group been on fire ever since I added old boy. I added that dude, Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Hey,
added him.
Wavy ain't trying to let y'all on, so I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna create my own stream yard and bring my brothers on. This a war
You,
zone.
yeah, you did good. You did dang. Yeah, well, yeah, man. You know what? Let's talk about it, dog. So
Hey,
on the
let's get
real,
it, baby.
are you gonna wait some more people to come on? Well, no, I mean we can get on
Hey,
it though, cause
hey,
I want to
it don't
share.
matter.
I'm gonna share the show. Like
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
share that info. We live. We live on both on my stream and on my Facebook. You know what I mean? So whenever you,
oh, already. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
yeah, so it's whatever. You know. That's
Yeah,
why I
so
said,
what happened was so man, so got but like it's wavy every time, but I need to get telling me I need to study science, learn science, not as whatever whoop de whoop. So how I came boiled down to so on this revolution. So
okay,
on his revolution little thing, where he lost against I told him like dog, like so the dude one of the head evolution guys is like 80% of scientists already even they're against him already. 80% of science are against this head evolution guy. Not to mention this head evolution guy, he don't even got the proper credentials to even talk about evolution because he's not a
right.
paleontologist or a
Uh,
geologist. You know what
that,
I'm saying? And they got nerve. Like Darwin's not all Darwin is a geologist. He's not a paleontologist. So he don't know nothing about no fossils. And then also furthermore, when it comes to the fossils, you can't study to study fossils, all they could do is just steady add to the database because we find new fossils they all the time. But if it was so many fossils from all these years of evolution and all that, we should have plenty more fossils type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
hell yeah.
So I was telling him all that, and you know what I'm saying. So he got mad, and I'm trying to tell Gullah. I'm like Gullah, because it still went from Gullah sent Wavy this book of the scientist, and then Wavy sent me the book of the scientist, and I looked up the scientist's credentials, and it turned out the scientist is a fucking fraud. You know what I'm saying? And he's the and not only is he a fraud, he's the head evolution nigga.
Hell
So
no,
I
it ain't the Gullah dude, is it? They say he from St. Louis, is
yeah, that nigga Gullah. Yeah, that nigga. I've been telling that nigga run up on the motherfucking shit. Yeah, so I can blast his ass with that shit because he ain't got nothing to say. He been running and ducking. That nigga track star. Nigga don't want no smoke. Wavy don't want no smoke. None of them niggas don't want no smoke. They all track
Hey, let's
stars in
get
my
and
book.
tell them evolution niggas come on my shit, man. My shit fell.
I've
You
been
hear me?
telling them that, dog, man. They already
Ain't
know,
no
because I don't be
overlap
liking
with no
doing
one.
that chat. I don't like all that in the chat. Like, I don't mind the chat, but I ain't got time to be going back and forth doing all that texting. I'd rather hop
Yeah,
on live
yeah.
and let you lay some up. Let you know what's the real deal, Holyfield. Oh, yeah,
I mean, sometimes, yeah, I mean, he didn't. Sometimes he ain't accept a lot of things. You know what I mean? Because he tied up in his evolution theory. You know what I mean? It's like it could be like it's like the Hebrew Israelites with the religion and shit. How we trying to teach them that their movement is religious and all that shit. You know, you
But
can
nah,
compare
so check
the
this out.
evolution brothers to
Man,
that shit like that.
that shit fake, nigga. Like, it ain't. They made a whole fucking big bank, a whole lot of money off that shit. It's all they been doing, nigga. Like, then every time they go to evolution, these niggas one nigga run to the flu shot, and another nigga run to another little virus. That's all them niggas always running some virus shit. I'm like, my nigga. And then not to mention, like, so I was gonna break down Wavy's his little presentation. So in the presentation, he pulls up the Mashongo bone or whatever with all the little slashes on it
Okay.
with the tally marks, right? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, that's from the Congo.
Right, that old ass bone. So I'm like, well, shit, my nigga. I'm like, well, shoot, you ever play dominoes, right? You ever play dominoes,
Yeah,
and you ever kept score?
yeah,
That's the same tally marks, right?
yeah.
So tell me when the hell evolution came into play if we still using the same old shit. Tell me that. Watch, and that's in his own presentation. Then not to mention another one. Even in his presentation, they even say that, but he say, because y'all said it that they ain't got enough fossil records. They ain't got enough evidence in the fossil database to try to
Okay.
to fuck with evolution. They still got a whole lot of work to do. Not to mention you got to be a geneticist. You got no genetics, nigga. You got no stem cell. You got no blood work, and buku amount of a whole lot of other shit. But not to mention though, you got the DNA, which is it's the stardust and the earth base and all that stuff, that all the elements that are in all the human life. You know what I'm saying? It's elements,
Okay.
all the same elements are all over the world, all over the planet. So of course
I
you're gonna
remember you
find
were
a lot
talking
of
about the
likable shit
Stardust.
in animals and whatnot.
Yeah, I remember you were talking about that Stardust. I think it was maybe like 2 weeks ago on Wavy Channel before we had that debate with y'all. Goddamn, I think you were talking to Gullah and some other guy before Wavy had cut you off and kicked you out of
That
the live
part. Yeah,
stream.
you remember that, dog? Man.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
I was there, bro. I was there. You know what I mean?
hey, you wanna know what
I
though?
was
So
there.
this for Gullah.
All I know
I
is my
heard
boy.
Hey, let me tell you why I got no respect for Gullah. I'm gonna tell you right now why I got zero. When I lost all respect for him, the little respect I did have for him, I'll tell you when I
Send it
lost it.
again. Send it
I
again,
lost.
Jesse, so I can put you on. Send it again, Jesse, so I can put you on. My fault,
I
accidentally
lost.
exit it off.
I've been well. I mean, Wavy. I've been telling. I'm like, I don't even know why. What like he said he listened to Gullah. And Gullah got him looking crazy out there, believing in evolution. But I told him like I ain't told him nah. Gullah was on live, and I think Guru was chopping him up drunk. Chopping him drunk. He was chopping his ass drunk. I like, look at Goo going in. My boy Goo
Yeah,
making me
yeah,
proud out here. Yeah, this boy drunk too. I like, even drunk he could chop you up on evolution type shit. But nah, let me
yeah.
tell you what. Let me tell you what he said. So Gullah, the words out of his motherfucking mouth was, I think Gullah asked like one or two, like one question. Nigga, immediately Gullah was talking about, why you being objective? You being objective. And that's when I lost all respect for that nigga. I like, oh, this nigga got it. I like, this nigga expect like you don't. We ain't supposed to answer nigga no questions or none of that shit. I'm like, nigga, I'm checking
That's
everything you
right.
ask, nigga. Like everything you say, nigga, I'm checking. I'm looking that shit up, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you say. That's why I don't trust none of them niggas. I believe
Hell
none of them
yeah.
niggas. Like I'm checking all y'all fucking info, period, nigga. And I'm putting
Hell
everything
yeah.
under extreme scrutiny.
That's how it gotta be. What's up? What's up with it, Jesse? Y'all got, hey,
We got
y'all got
Jesse in
mute
the
your mic.
building.
Y'all got mute your mic on my shit, bro. My shit first. Yeah, man.
No, that's good, man. You know,
Salute to
I ain't
brothers.
never
How y'all
tripped on. I
doing?
always pay respect. I ain't never tripping.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It just sometimes, you know what I mean? You know, a lot of motherfuckers think since you on their platform and shit that they can run and tell motherfuckers how to talk and you know what I mean, what to say and not to say. You get what I'm saying? That's why, you know,
Man,
a lot of students
I love. So let me get back on it. So yeah. So Wavy
talk
kicked
about
me
the
out the
evolution.
group. You see, he was kicking me out the. Oh, you talking about the Amazon shit?
Yeah, I remember you was talking about the Amazon shit.
That was
And the
another one I burned him up on. That was another one. So these fools, literally, him and Rambo Yabba Choppa dumbass, him and motherfucking Gullah, both of these niggas, I'll tell them Amazons in Africa. I'll tell them that the original Amazons, like they're in Africa, man. I hate to tell you, is in Africa. So these fools go to
yeah,
to their own library. They go to their own studies and come back with the exact same shit. And then I'm supposed to be the bad guy and they still don't fucking want to admit the shit. I'm like, my nigga, y'all, these are y'all sources, and you mad at me because y'all sources are saying what the fuck I'm telling you niggas. Like, what the fuck is the issue?
it be like that sometimes.
I'm slapping them with their own shit. I'm clapping them with niggas with their own studies. I'm like, you getting clapped up with your own shit. Like all them this shit is their own words. It's all their own actions. All shit they said. All shit they posted. Like when he posted that shit about Darwin and it said for examples of what you got to need to be an evolutionary, you get the top three professions you need to be. All of those top three, at least to be the head leading. You got to know genetics, paleontology, and geology. Paleontology to study fossils, geology to study old rock and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to study the fucking earth and ground and know how old that shit been sitting around and shit. Them
Right.
niggas ain't got none of no credentials. So these niggas are running behind screaming evolution behind niggas that don't even have the credentials to motherfucking talk about evolution.
Hell yeah. If you don't got no proof to prove that shit, that's why I think it's some guy in the group that still believe in that evolution shit. Man, I had to put a little fire on his ass.
Not only do you not have like, and then not to mention, like I said, they talking millions. It's millions. What they say? Okay, he said some shit because I heard him. He said some shit. Like a lifespan is like 30 years, 60 years. So if you're not living past a lifespan, how are you gonna see evolution change? And then he was like, that take millions and millions and millions of years. And I'm like, dog, do you hear yourself? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. Like, it don't work like that. All you keep screaming is mutations and adaptations. That's it, dog. And mixing and melting pot mixing. All these cells are pre-loaded with information. All this shit, the information that kicks out is what is allowed to kick out. And other than that, you might have a genetic misfire here and there, genetic anomaly here and there. Other than that, all this stuff is information. The cells got information, the blood has information, skin, everything has information in it. So that's all intelligent design. Point blank, period.
Hell yeah.
Jesse, all right, Jesse. I've been meaning to get on your ass, dog. You better stop repping my Moors, Jesse, unless you're gonna convert, even though you got.
No, he ain't, Jesse. Dr. Jesse, yeah.
Hey, assalamu alaikum, brothers.
Salah,
Yeah, man.
salah.
I've been on these platforms, man, and I'm sourced up, man, and brother, brothers over here rocking with Wikipedia, and you know, they don't understand when you come with a source like the Britannica Encyclopedia, man, you gotta put that Wikipedia away. You know what I'm saying? You can't compare that to the Britannica. So man, these brothers, I've been giving them the truth, and they have been trying to deny truth all day, man. This is like their thing. You know, it's not even an argument with me. They be over here arguing with sources, and then another thing. Once you present the source, then they try to twist what the source be saying, but they can't. The source still says what it says, and anybody who can read can see accurately, man. So I mean, these sources are coming together, and unfortunately, unfortunately for the disbelievers, science and history has all been rocking with Islam. So Islam has been winning on the source game on these messenger platforms. They can't run from it on Messenger. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to see these words. You know what I'm saying? I take that back. These brothers do be running from it. That's when they put these big paragraphs. You know what I'm saying? They start to what they call it, spam the feed, so nobody can see what you said to them.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. That's what a lot of motherfuckers be on.
I don't really worry about the information. All I'm saying is when I do check your information, and if I find more information going against your information that you posted, we got a problem.
It be like that sometimes, and there was a lot of problems on a lot of people channels on on Brother Wavy channel. You know what I mean? A lot of brothers didn't have the academic scholarship to show their proof for evidence. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, they
I felt
feel
like
wiggy
a lot of
on.
people who didn't show that was rewarded W's. You get what I'm saying? And I guess it was the simple fact of the matter that you got to be part of the evolution group. I guess that's like an evolution channel because if you look at the brother channel now, he has nothing but the evolution people on there. You get what I'm saying?
Bunch of evolution cowards.
Yeah,
They
you could bring them. I could bring them here, and we can get them boys going against a 3-on-3. You get what I'm saying?
scared straight, man. I guarantee he ain't gonna be mad. They not gonna want to face me. Let them. They know I'm working all three by myself. I wish they
Yeah,
would
yeah,
step in
my
the
shit gonna
ring.
be my shit firm, man. I don't do all that. Oh no, cut out after your source. Your source makes sense because a lot of sources that you did bring out on evolution still did make sense. You get what I'm saying? And when a person cuts you off and won't let you
And
present
then
any more evidence, goes to show you that you cut them
remember he
deep, and now
said,
they bleeding out. What you say, Silk?
"Yeah, I don't like to play around too much." No, I said I don't like to play around with it. I just like to
Man,
get to the information. You know
I
what
got
I'm saying?
more proof. I got more
Hell
proof
He got
yeah,
for
mad
you
when I
get
said
what I'm
for
saying.
for,
they didn't know about progress.
I done sent
for
this I done sent the live to the group, but you know how the group is, and people in the group, a lot of motherfuckers be scared.
We good, man. Yeah, we great.
yeah,
Now we gonna get it cracking, dog. But we gonna roll without them. Shit, they don't want to get
Hell
right.
yeah, a lot of
man. I
motherfuckers be
got I
scared
got
because
more
I wanted to
sources.
chop it up with the one brother that be speaking on the band too. His name Joel. I wanted to chop it up. I wanted to chop it up with him and shit, but hopefully, you know what I mean, a couple more people can come on and shit, and
Oh
Yeah,
we
the
can
man,
next
I
dive
didn't
all
I
thing.
we
didn't
want.
Hey,
I put some facts on him too. I didn't put some fact. I didn't give that brother some facts, and it got to the point that the brother don't even want to read the Quran verses that I send. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to teach him all the way Bible. Apparently, you know what I'm saying? I can't put him on no verses. He ain't like the verses. But that, you know what I'm saying? That's where you actually learn. The verses is the proof. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hell yeah.
the Quran speaks for itself. So I mean, it be saying what it needs to say, but he ain't trying to. He's deaf, dumb, and blind. Can't read. He don't want to see it.
Hell yeah. And I ain't not even a religious person, you know what I mean? But I do read the Bible, and use it against other motherfuckers, you know what I mean, to try to denote them at the same time, you know what I mean? So yeah, I do use it to go against the Hebrews. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
like
man.
I'm not like completely
Believe,
like fuck the Bible 100% atheist. No, I'm like 90% Bible false. You know what I mean? 10% of it's true type shit. That's me. You know what I mean?
man.
Cause the only reason why is because I believe in the consciousness and the pineal gland and shit like that. So that's the only reason why. You know.
Yeah,
Well, what you were
you
saying?
know, in Islam, we believe in the previous scriptures, but you know, my understanding of this has basically progressed. So so ultimately, I actually believe in the Bible in its totality, as far as the books that have been removed. So I believe in the Bible with the
I'm
apocryphal.
back. I'm back. My fault, man. I logged down accident.
Hold on now, Jesse. Hold on now, Jesse. Hold on. Whoa, whoa. You say you believe in the Bible, Jesse?
Let me get these
Yeah, I believe in all of it. I believe in the Torah, the Bible, and the
Wait, hold
Quran.
on, Jesse. If you believe in the Bible, then you are a black Moor.
Let me get everything. I'll take care.
Your Bible says
But
that.
I also, but, but, but I'm
One second.
I believe my Quran is the authority over those books. So I believe, like, when I take understanding on what these Bible verses mean, you know what I'm saying, I'm using the Quran as guidance on that.
Yeah, yes. Your book is not the authority. My book is the authority. Stop saying that.
Here you go for Genevieve.
Fuck
Man,
the
my book
authority.
says
Here
it.
you
My
go.
book
Here you
says
go
what
for
it is, man.
Genevieve.
I gotta.
Yeah, your book says that by itself. I got scholars saying it. That don't count just because your book got it written in there.
Uh-oh. I
Shoot,
know
my
Slip
book
ain't
is
talking about that Genevieve.
respected.
I know you ain't talking about that
They got your
Genevieve.
book respected to get
I
dummies.
believe in your book, man. So I mean, it's not even no. I believe in your book plus the one with the apocryphal. So I believe in all the books. There's even truth to the Tanakh.
But when you say truth to the Tanakh, what kind of truth in the Tanakh?
Man, someone recently informed me that the Quran confirmed something that was in the Tanakh,
Okay.
and it confirmed like one of the prophets or something, like, or maybe a couple of the prophets or something like that. At least one. I know it confirmed at least one prophet. Let me say that.
Jesse, we don't want to hear about your Quran. What we need to figure out is why y'all trying to rep all the Moors accomplishments, man. What's going on with that, dog? We gotta settle this.
So you got all these Bibles out here, Silk. Which one would be the foundation? Which one would be the one that will help the community unite?
Oh, and I don't
The
know about no
Quran.
helping the community unite, but I mean, because you're gonna
I
always
mean,
have
the
the wicked,
Bible,
I
don't the
guess.
Bible talks about unity?
Yeah,
I
but the
guess I don't
Quran, we're
know. I
supposed to
don't read the
unify.
Bible like that.
We're supposed to
I'm pretty sure the
unify
Genevieve.
in this final religion. This final religion is a return back to the beginning religion, and it's actually mentioned in the Bible and the Torah, as far as like when Jesus said terms like, "I did not come to do the will of my own, but I came to do the will of the Father that sent me." In Islam, we believe we submitted our will to the Father, or to the Creator.
Hey, Jesse, let me ask you a question. Do you pronounce it Muslim or Muslim?
I pronounce it Muslim, but I could be possibly saying it wrong. So I mean, I'm not.
What you
I ain't
mean
even
you
gonna.
could probably be saying it wrong? You literally gonna say that on your fucking live, nigga? You said that one alone, they gonna
No,
burn you
but I'm
up
saying,
for.
as far as like the perfect pronunciation, I ain't all the way there yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm I'm
It's
I'm thinking
Muslim.
I think my
It's
pronunciation
Muslim.
Muslimi.
It's Muslimi or Muslim. Muslim. It's not Muslim.
So-
Yeah, I've been listening
So,
to people
hey,
saying that. I've
word.
been talking to like fucking corner store people and shit. And they say you've been
so
Come
what?
on,
So
brother. How you
just
gonna
so
ride
let's
off
so
on her?
my fault. Go ahead. So my fault.
No, you go ahead, pimp.
Oh, Jesse, so I just got a question. You know what I mean? You ain't nothing. It's just a little dialogue, slight dialogue. Next time, hopefully, motherfuckers come home. But nah, Jesse, I got a question. I just wanted to ask you: Will Islam be the foundation of the earth when Prophet Muhammad returned?
Well, we're not expecting the Prophet Muhammad to return. We're expecting Jesus, may peace be upon him, and both and the Prophet Muhammad. But we're expecting Jesus to be a sign of the hour. Um, I don't, he's going to be a sign of the hour. So from my understanding, that's going to be like uh, the end times.
Hey Jesse, who was the
Okay.
wrongdoers that tried to kill Jesus?
The Jews and the Romans.
That's Wavy. That's Wavy and Gullah and Jalen and all those motherfuckers. Don't none of them niggas want no smoke.
Yep, yep. The non-believers that were with him.
Tell them to
So,
come see me, man. So I got big smoke whenever they get their
so would
manhood
you
together.
consider them? So would you consider that it was Pharisees who sacrificed their own Christ?
Man, I think the Jews, of course, are the Pharisees, and I take the modern Christians to be the Romans, and I
I
think
can
that
agree.
it's the Christians that sacrifice their own Christ,
You heard
and
that
the
from me.
Romans they were just denying, or not the Romans, the Romans and the
Jews.
Christians are the same,
Yeah, yeah.
but
The
I think
Romans
the
are the ones that
Jews
brought
were
Christianity.
yeah, and the Jews were the ones who were denying them. So
Yeah,
they
because
just
claiming to be a
Jews ain't
false
want.
Messiah.
Yep. And we in Islam, we're like the ones who probably would have been listening to Barnabas when he said that you know um, it was made to appear that Judas was made to appear as Jesus, and ultimately he was crucified in place of him, and Jesus never died. Rather, he was taken up, and like I said, he'll be a sign for the hour. So he will be returning in the end time. So we in Islam, we believe Jesus never died. We don't believe he's a sacrifice. We believe he's the true Messiah. You know what I'm saying? But we don't worship him. We think of his like we believe in his miraculous birth and everything. But the Quran is very clear on how we're supposed to view him as far as like being the Messiah, a prophet, a man. You know what I'm saying? He still ate food and drank you know drinks like everybody else. So he was a human being, but he was a miraculous human being. So he's a Messiah. You know what I'm saying? He was born of a miraculous birth. He
Okay.
he created birds out of clay in his hands, and he blew into them, and they became real birds. So like he has miracles and things of that nature, but the Quran just is very clear that God sent him rather than he's God.
So he was up there with him. Would he be considered a god?
No,
Okay, in the Quran, y'all don't consider him a god. Y'all consider him as just a what? A
no,
prophet or
a prophet,
what
a
do you got?
Messiah. He's like the Messiah. You know what I'm saying? And we acknowledge that he'll be coming back uh, during the end times.
Would you agree that there are many messiahs? Because Messiah in Hebrew means savior.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
would you agree that
but
there are many saviors?
yeah, but when we speak of the Messiah, we just believe the Messiah is Jesus. When it speaks of like yeah, I agree with you on that Moses was a Messiah. Like all the prophets were like messiahs as far as like saviors to the people, but ultimately the Messiah, the that one's Jesus.
Okay,
May
so how
peace be
many?
upon them all.
So when he returned, right? What coming will be this?
That it'll be the coming of the hour. So I mean that's
Uh-huh. So would it be like his first coming, second coming, third coming? Because a
it
lot of Christians
depends
believe. I'm sorry
because
about that. I'm trying to cut you off, Jesse.
no, I would say it's is um well I don't know because apparent you know Jesus according to the Gospel of Saint Barnabas and you know he appeared to his mother to reassure her that oh so this I guess it might be his maybe third coming because he apparently like reappeared to his mother in the Gospel of Saint Barnabas just to reassure her that he didn't die because you know she was of those who thought that they crucified him as well
You remember
and
he appeared to the apostles, to our disciples too.
yeah exactly
You remember
so
he told Mary, wipe your face, Mary Magdalene. See, look, if you read this, it's
yeah
they got secret text. I know you don't fuck with the Gnostics and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? But these texts like the secret book of Barnabas, the secret book of John, the secret book of
I believe
Judas,
in that I
Cacaret,
believe in
Judas,
those
like like Judith, right? Like we all know that Judas
I
supposed to have
believe
been
in
like
those books
hell yeah. See, I fuck with them secret books. So these are the books that was taken out by the catheters. You know what I mean? These are the Gnostics who was going
exactly
against the Romans Christianity. You get what I'm saying? Because the Roman Christianity was teaching
exactly
a different sect from the actual Christianity that was being taught by the Gnostics. So the Christianity that we
they
have
only got
today
a
is
part
the
of the
ones,
story
yeah, the ones that Christ. So basically, the Christianity that we got today is the Christianity that Gnostics was going against. You get what I'm saying?
exactly
That's the reason why they
exactly
got killed off.
those
Yeah, that's
exactly
what
you
we.
know
Yeah, that's why they
in the
got killed
Bible
off.
for sure in the Bible it talks about
I'm just
and Paul, you know, he talks he when he describes himself, you know, this is like a miracle to me. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's a miracle because ultimately, you know, the story of Paul has, you know, he sees this light and he tells the story and stuff like that. But ultimately, the Paul literally tells on himself in the Bible as far as who he is, the man who persecuted the church, and not just one time. He repeats it multiple times. So I constantly trying to bring up to my brothers in John 16 that Jesus forewarned of a man who was going to persecute the church, and then he also forewarned of you know another prophet to come, also labeled as the Spirit of Truth. So
okay.
we believe we believe that the crime came with that Spirit of Truth, and ultimately, uh, you know, it's basically a confirmation of of uh, of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
the Gospel of Saint Barnabas, they he says that Jesus wasn't crucified, and it was uh, Judas who was crucified in his place. But he like everybody thought that Judas took the face of Judas basically took the face of Jesus. So everybody was you know mocking him and saying all these you know negative things and you know they're you know all this just crazy things to this man who looks like Jesus and ultimately it's Judas. So you know when you take that into consideration, it makes a little more sense when you hear about you know Jesus being on the cross or the man who's on the cross and he's crying out, my God, why have you forsaken me? You know, because obviously, uh, why would Jesus be forsaken? So you know when you take into consideration that person is actually um, it's actually Judas rather than Jesus. This should be good news. You know what I'm saying? This should be good news to everybody. Everybody should be happy. Like, the Messiah hasn't died. He's been taken up. You know what I'm saying? But now, because if the Messiah hasn't died, that means he hasn't died for nobody's sins. So that's a hard pill for everybody to swallow. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, everybody's leaning on that.
Yeah, that makes sense because no man could die for your sins, according to the book of Numbers, chapter 3, verse 18. No man can die for your sins. I can agree with that. You know what I mean? And according to Deuteronomy, what's that? Deuteronomy 28, you read in the beginning of the curses, it says that I'm not curses, but the blessings. It said no father shall be put to death for the sins of the son, and no son shall be put to death for the sins of the father. So if Christ is bearing all these ultimate sins, right? And as you said, he never died, then how can he take away the sins of the world? Could could it be that sin is just a fear tactic to keep us from not going against these laws that's within these religious laws that's within the Bible? Would you agree with would you try to
Ultimately,
say that
well,
like explain
in
to me just
Islam, we
how would you break it
ultimately
down?
believe that man has altered the previous scriptures, and this is also a miracle too, because the Bible actually foretold of it. It says, whoever will add or take away from these would the consequences, and ultimately, when we talk about the apocryphal, these are books that have been taken away from the Bible. But even further than that, there's been uh, multiple just errors, and they've got all these different translations that are missing verses, or adds verses, and to be honest, sometimes we don't know whether they've been added or taken away. So we basically have the Quran that gives us like direct guidance, and it basically explains the actions that we're supposed to follow, and we also have the hadith to understand the actions of the prophet, and things of that nature, just to, because the Quran tells you like straight up things, but we also look into the hadith to see the actions of the prophet, and see how just how he did things for moral guidance. So
All
like
right,
like
that's
you
what's
know we
good,
all pray
man.
the same way. I was gonna say we all pray the same way, and it's pretty much from like the hadiths, because the hadiths have a clear understanding on it. So everybody can just revert to that when we have our disagreements, and it's like a clear thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not like whoever has the Quran and the Hadith wins the argument, and it doesn't matter what language you're coming from. Even you can turn around and beat somebody who speaks Arabic if you have the truth on your side.
Okay, okay. So why are there so many different Islamic sects? Just like you got all these different Hebrew Israelite sects, like you got these people over here believe in Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. These people believe in the Haya. These people believe in Yahuwah. But then you got the Islamic people, right? Like we got some Islamic people that believe that God was created from darkness. Would you agree with that one?
I don't believe that God was ever created, or ever dies. So
Okay.
he's eternal, and
Because the reason why I say that because if you
yeah.
watch Farrakhan and them, the Nation of Islam, right? They teach a totally different standpoint on what Muslims teach in the Middle East. You know, they teach that God was created from darkness and that everything come from darkness. You get what I'm saying? Which it could make sense, right? Because if you read in the Bible, it says that the God creator started in the abyss and it was dark in the abyss. So it could make sense with him being in the darkness first before he came into the light. Would you agree?
I would say more so you got negative
Talking to
energy
still.
Yeah,
and positive
yeah,
energy.
that makes sense. That
So,
makes sense.
so
I can
your
see that making
negative,
sense.
your negative is your darkness. Your light is your positive.
Exactly. So, because remember, darkness was created first, and then came the light.
You
Or could
can't
it be
have
the
one
other
without
way?
the other. You
Or
can't
could it
have
be the
one without
other?
the other.
Yeah, balance. You gotta have balance. Uh, or could it be the other way around? Because we know a lot of Europeans came and tampered with a lot of shit. We know that they changed a lot of shit. You get what I'm
Of
saying?
course they do.
So how can we believe that the
No,
darkness
I
started
think it was
first?
darkness, and then God created light. It was. I think that's even biblical, or from you know, Genesis, as far
Yep,
as God
yep.
And
So
created
what
heavens
how,
and earth.
exactly is the darkness?
that's why I'm saying the darkness, right? The darkness is supposed to be like the good area. Yeah, and the light is like the part where you don't supposed to go to because you will end up in see me, I believe in regeneration. I believe in generational wealth, and I believe in reincarnation. You get what I'm saying? But the reason why I believe in reincarnation is because that if you read in the geognostic text, it tells you about the reincarnation, about how when you die, and how a light will appear to you as the invisible creator, and pretending to be the invisible creator will lead you into the light, and the light turns you back into this earth, which is this earth supposed to be a trap where souls are trapped. You get what I'm saying? That's why have you ever had the saying that heard the saying that you've been here before? Or have you ever said yourself, like, damn, I've been in this area before, knowing damn well you never been in that area before? You get what I'm saying? It happened to me plenty of times. Like,
Well, you gotta
damn,
look at it like this.
Well,
Like I tell you,
you know something.
into
information is in everything. So even if you haven't
okay.
been there, you come from a sperm cell that come from your daddy. So somewhere along the line in that whole DNA of that cell, somewhere along the line, that cell might have stepped foot in that same area. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It might be familiar, and that's what you feeling. You like, that's that, how they say, them old spirits or whatnot. But then
Yeah,
again, that
yeah.
goes to the whole DNA has knowledge. It's a
Yeah.
lot of information in the DNA. So it's just basically reading it. But for the DNA, for all of that to even work, and then you're talking about the light. So like, if you go, everything is in the light. It's all in the light spectrum. Everything we know of, it takes place because of the light, right?
Yeah.
So once you turn into pure light, you're basically pure atmosphere. You're pure ether. You're pure what they call it, black matter and all that shit. You're everything because everything is
Mm-hmm.
in everything. Like, you saw that Stardust thing I posted. How I said, you saw
Nope,
that
I ain't see
Stardust
it.
100
I ain't see
percent
it. What you
real
post? You
fact
post on
article.
Facebook?
I put in the chat. Yeah, I posted it in the group
Oh, I'm
chat.
gonna
It
check.
was
Yeah, I'm
literally
gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out in the group chat. I ain't even
and
see
it
it.
talks about Stardust, and I was telling everybody like Stardust, like that's fucking like Stardust is in everybody, and that's like the things that what I'm saying. The Stardust is also the thing that can make like Einstein, Mozart, what I'm saying, make to each his own type shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that fucking Stardust dog is in everything. Everything that's on the planet is made out of
That's actually
Stardust.
true.
That's real shit. That's why all the
Yep, that's
elements,
actually true.
it's not a periodic
And
table. It's just the
the
elements.
stardust, and we're also made from the same elements as dirt as well.
It's good. It's energy. Two legs, and
But
right.
I wanted to say something real quick because Bantu was bringing up something like the concept that we could possibly be reincarnated, and you know um, something about the Quran, you know, would make me feel that sometimes because it'd be like, remember when when you did this, or remember when you did this, but like it's referring to the children of Israel, but it just gives you that feeling like it's talking to you, and like you were there or something like that.
Like deja vu. It's like deja vu. If you
Yeah,
ever heard of deja vu is real.
Yeah,
Deja
but
vu is real.
you
You
know
get
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying?
This is how the Quran speaks. You know what I'm saying? It's like, remember when you were doing this. Like, it's talking about like the biblical stories, but just that concept of like it just puts you. It feels like it puts you in the place like we used to be there or something.
Hell yeah, yeah. Man, I feel that all the time. Like I've been here before. Like bro, like man, I had to been on this earth. You get what I'm saying? Cause I'm like, man, ain't no way I've been in this area before. You know what I mean? Have you ever heard the saying, when you dream, you're in reality, but when you wake up, you in fairy tale land? Like all this shit right here supposed to be fairy tale land to us. But when we go to sleep, we're supposed to be in reality. Like that's supposed to be like the real world that we're in. And I can agree with that too as well, because you know what I mean, it's a lot of things that the brother Wavy didn't agree with, you know what I mean? Because like me, I believe in the Anunnaki. You get what I'm saying? And I believe that is evidence proven for the Anunnakis. You know what I mean? When he said our ancestors got it wrong, was, you know what I mean, which kind of made me upset, because the ancestors, you know what I mean, they died for this shit. You get what I'm saying? They died for us to keep our heritage, our nationality. They didn't die for us to become religious freaks. You get what I'm saying? Because science too, as well, is a religion. You do know that they got the celebrities got a church that they go to, and it's called Science something. It's located in Utah, but this is where all the top elite celebrities go. You get what I'm saying? So uh I can disagree with the evolution theory too as well. You get what I'm saying? Because there's no archaeology or no academic proof to show of an evolution ever occurring. And then you must understand this: is evolution happen? How does a person know that this is evolution unless he have to actually be there? You have to
Hold
be there.
on, hey, hold on, hey, hold on, real quick. Pause, great pause. Hey,
Go
so I
ahead.
wanted to address another thing. So Jesse, you remember Gullah, dumbass? So this motherfucker had the nerve to say, see, and this is the shit that be pissing me off about these suck ass evolution motherfuckers. He had the nerve to say that a lion and a tiger is evolution.
I thought they
Exactly.
sang from
That ain't nothing but mating, nigga. That's sports
that's a
mating.
cat. The tiger would be considered a cat, so we
Yep.
would
It's
come from
still
a
the same
cat
family.
evolution.
That part, it
A
don't
cat
even count.
species.
Like even if we do try to call it what I call.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
because there
that
is
shit don't
micro
make any sense, man.
there
But
is
that ain't
micro
nothing
changes.
anyway, though. The pork that gonna have to
But
do
as
that
far as
too.
like whole species, I was gonna say there has been micro evolution, but as far as like macro evolution, where a whole species has changed, no, uh, that
Yeah,
hasn't
that's
happened
bullshit.
in a
That ain't nothing
lifetime
but genetic mutation. That's all it is
or
an
in history.
adaptation. That's not
Like,
evolution.
I'm gonna
But
tell you
That ain't
evolution.
called
yeah,
evolution.
This is evolution, right?
on
A
that
caterpillar turned into a
Anakis.
butterfly. That's evolution.
Hey, but I wanted to say something real quick, y'all, on the
That don't
Manaki
take a
people
million years.
that you're talking about. So, I
A
I
lion
believe
and
that
tiger
the original
mating is
people
not
were giants.
evolution.
You said original people were scientists.
Giants. The original people were giants. Like Adam, he was like,
Like you
I
talking about
think
like
60
Nephilim?
cubits.
Talking about like Nephilim?
Huh?
You talking about like a Nephilim or anything like that?
I don't know. I would still say they're the same species. I don't to be real. I don't know how we shrank, but I just think the original people, from what I understand of the Quran, I think Adam was like 60 cubits tall or something like
But then, that's the case. How Goliath was way taller than David.
that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't you know it might be in some of them scriptures that the apocryphal scriptures, but I don't know where we came. Like I don't know how we
Hey,
shrunk.
hold up.
And
No, let me tell you though. So
you
I gotta
I know
address
you're
another
familiar.
one.
I know you're familiar with the
Humans
fact
come
that we
from
also
Adam.
used to
We all
live
come from
longer as
Adam.
well.
We come from Adams.
We used to live longer as well. We used to live like The original people used to live hundreds
Pass
of
on it,
years compared to
We
us
still
just
do.
living like
no,
We still do. We still do. We got
nah,
people
but
out here
you have
living over
fans that was
100
living for
years.
thousands of
we're
years.
talking about like a thousand, yeah, thousands of years exactly.
See, we can live the same way, but we just got to learn how to take care of our health. You know what I mean? But I don't.
We're talking
I'm
thousands of
not going.
years.
I don't believe a nigga lived
We get
986
to the
years.
hundred.
You know that's impossible for a nigga to
But then
live
again, with the turtles,
987 years.
turtles do live a long time too. Turtles and sharks live a long time. So
You know
and
what I
trees,
mean?
like you never know. Trees
So
live a long time too.
trees been around since the ancestors, man. I'm talking about since ancient. That was probably one of the first plants that was probably grown on the motherfucking earth. You know,
So if we know something, we know stuff can survive for a long. See, that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? We still got
trees
shit
can
that's
survive
been
in the
living
winter.
forever. That's how why that evolution shit is stupid. Cause we still got stuff that's
You
out
see,
here still.
this where y'all fucked it up at, right? When he had a debate with that Cedric guy. You get what I'm saying? That be on y'all on Wavy channel, Uncle
Yeah,
said
it's
or something like
sorry.
that.
Yeah, I checked that
When
nigga.
he said what he say? He said y'all said water come from trees, right? And he was like, without trees, humans wouldn't exist. Because the trees, he said, was 98% oxygen, right? But if you look at actual science, science says that humans can survive without trees. Yes, trees have oxygen, but what about the water? You know what I mean? Like water too has oxygen. You get what I'm saying? Wherever there's water, there's oxygen.
That part. I
You
mean,
know what I
but
mean?
shoot,
So
but then again, not only where you got water though, it's where you got what is H2O. Wherever
H2O,
you're
yeah, whatever you got
wherever,
H2O, there's oxygen.
there's
So
hydrogen. What are the two hydrogen and two whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's when you break down the elements though.
yeah, so when he said that, because he was like, well, how do the trees get water? I said, from climate change. I'm like, you got condensation, you got evaporation. They send you this, they teach you this in science class on how the clouds get foamed up and shit and how it creates the water. And, you know what I mean? Fogs are created, you know. But you could tell that a lot of people wasn't good at science or wasn't good at health class. Science one of my top priorities, science and social studies. You get what I'm
I
saying?
remember him saying that.
I want to say you would expect the fact that these brothers base their faith off of this information that they would be looking at real science, but these brothers be
They
going
boy,
off
they
of
so long.
Wikipedia
They're not
science.
even studying the scholars.
That
That's what
Darwin
I'm
guy,
saying.
man, I don't even
I'm
know
over here
why
bringing.
Lady be using him.
I'm over here. These brothers better science. You know what I'm saying? Better science scholars, and I'm a believer. You know what I'm saying? I believe in
How am
God.
I
So I
supposed
mean,
to trust the science if the scholars don't even trust the science fucking person? Like, you know what I'm saying? If they say, how am I trusting a scholar if they say the scholar is dirty? How am I supposed to back up the scholar?
And also, if you really look at the evidence of Darwin, right? This look at Jay. This how I was able. That's not Jay. This how I was able to cut that dude up inside the group chat, right? Because he tried to use Darwin, but he didn't know Darwin got his shit from a Muslim. You get what I'm saying? Muslim was already teaching about evolution way
He's
before
not
Darwin.
even he's not even a paleontologist. Like he
Hey,
can't. He
yeah,
don't ain't
I,
never
I,
study
I seen
fossils.
that. You know what I'm saying? I seen that. So I was like, okay, now I know where Darwin got this evolution shit from. He got it from the Muslims. You know what I mean? He even converted to Islam. I'm talking about, it's in his biography. That's why I
Hey,
was
I
able
did.
that's why I was able to cut the dude up and show him like, okay, now explain to me any African religion or any African tribe that promote evolution or worship any evolution, because from the looks of it, all Africans on the continent worship some type of deity or worship more than one deity.
Nah, let me tell you what's stronger than that. I'm gonna give it to y'all because y'all said it. Y'all said like everything on the planet, like even if anything is just slightly off with the planet, won't life form won't will just decease. You know what I'm saying? Everything in our whole atmosphere is perfectly tuned for us to even exist, for us to live, for us to do exactly what we are, you know what I'm saying, what we do. And if that changes any little bit, you know what I'm saying, it all
Hell
gets
yeah.
fucked up. So that's where your
Hell yeah.
intelligent design comes into play at.
Hell yeah.
Like you look at fucking like fish and shit. Some fishes are allowed to go deeper, further down in the ocean than other fish. Humans still can't motherfucking go into the fucking bottom of the ocean. But we so much evolving. There's so much evolution, but we still can't get to the bottom of the ocean. Like, come on, man, just stop that shit. Like,
Not only
they
that,
got.
not only that, not only that, there's no actual evidence proving that it took damn near 2.8 million for an ape to evolve. You get what I'm saying? They all over that motherfucker talking about some where the apes started to become like humans and shit because they're using their hands to crack open the coconut shell by hitting it to the ground. That don't mean
Raccoons got
shit.
hands. Lizards got hands. Man, that was all
Nah,
stupid.
nah.
Like, dog.
Apes are already smart. Apes are already smart, and
Yeah,
you know
what
it's
about
monkey
yeah,
see,
what about the
monkey do.
what about the
They
raccoons
got
that eat with their hands?
You got millions of years. If you're talking about millions of years, we should have a buku amount of fossils and evidence. Period.
So many,
If they,
man. We said, yeah, you right. We should have a lot, man.
we shouldn't even be talking about no damn. We shouldn't be talking about shit till you show me all this evidence. Why you got the nerve to say millions and millions of years? You got
Yeah,
nerve to
yeah.
say millions of years, billions of years. This many millions, this many millions. Okay, then, well, then you bitch better be able to lay out millions of worth of evidence.
Man, I got more evidence for God than these brothers got evidence for evolution.
And they, and that's the issue. But they made it. They made it a money. They made it a money pit. They just getting scamming off dummies. They scamming off motherfuckers that believe in that shit. Like them niggas write books and they get paid off them fools that believe in it. Then they go run to fucking micro. They run to some old small micro. Now we need a telescope. God damn it. So we evolving. Yeah, you got sick. You evolved now. Good. You happy now? Like, come on, dog. That ain't shit. Them motherfuckers trying to play that small micro shit, dog. That ain't worth enough. Worth a fuck. And then like, you know what I'm saying? Which one is it? We talking micro or we talking apes? And then that's where they really
Right,
get fucked up back in the fork in the road of which one they gonna lie about more.
right.
Yeah, man. They should debunk, nigga. That shit out of there. Like I said, they top niggas ain't even got the credentials to speak about fucking evolution. That the credentials for evolution that you're supposed to have. Them niggas ain't even got that.
Man, look, the only shit that they got is the Darwin shit, man. That's when I found out and read through that man biography that he was a Muslim and that he got his shit from the Muslims. It wasn't even no need for me to.
Darwin is a naturalist. I believe he's a geologist and
Well,
he's a zoologist.
now that you said that, I do have to say,
Too, that's in the zoo.
now that you say that he might have got this inspiration from Muslim, I will say that he was right on the micro level. You know what I'm saying? That evolution took place, but not on the macro level. No species has ever um, transformed it, and you know he must have went on his own theory with that one when he
Yeah,
thought
calm
that
down.
species came somewhere beyond, because the Quran teaches us that God made us, he created us from dirt. Same story, Adam and Eve, pretty much.
Yeah, man. I heard that boy Gullah ducking me the whole time about he don't want to. I know he don't want to debate me. That's what he always making excuses when it comes talking about some motherfucking debating me head up. Cause I know he ain't about that life. So whatever the fuck he want to stop me in a yellow, tell him he can come holler at me. Shoot. Tell him he cut all that sneak diss and all that side cap. Tell him come see me on the debate. Catch me on the platform. Tell him when somebody want to debate me and they claim they got some smoke or whatnot, I just show up for the big show. All right, period. I don't make excuses.
Hell yeah, bro. Them niggas. It's time for them niggas to step in the ring. We got our channel now. We can call them niggas out. Tell them come on the platform.
Them niggas got banned and shunned from the kingdom, nigga, and now they in hiding, nigga. They done tucked their tail, nigga. Them niggas in protective custody. Alright, them niggas is ducked off. Them niggas is in safety right now, nigga. Them niggas ran and retreated, nigga. They ran left Kush, nigga. They got ran out the kingdom, nigga. The whole
Hell
squad.
no.
They
So yeah, you do believe in your book, right?
sure. And then what you told him, Jesse, what you said, you on a sinking ship, brother. We trying to throw you a life raft. Yeah, he ain't listening. He
Oh
rolled
yeah,
that bitch all the way. He said he rolled that bitch
we're
all the way
trying
to
we're
the
trying to throw
ground,
brother
nigga.
Sean. Yeah, man, we're trying to throw him a raft, man, because science is on our side right now, and it's not
Hey,
looking
hold
good
on,
for
though,
him.
hold on, but I got some more
Right?
though. So hold on, I got some more though. So this go for any of these other dumbass motherfuckers out here, man. The Geneva Bible says black Moors. 1599 Geneva Bible says black Moors. So I don't want to hear no more
What verse?
about what color are the Moors. Like I'm getting tired of everybody too. Like I got the whole Bible saying reading black Moors in the Bible. So that should pretty much solidify it as far as I'm concerned.
Who's saying that the boys want black?
Hey, Wavy said that silly shit. Next time he said that shit. Gullis Autumn poo ass nigga said that shit.
Oh, they
Hell,
just
man.
saying anything now.
Yeah, man. They just saying
Wrong.
anything now, man. I'm with you on that, Jesse. They just saying anything now. They know damn well the Moors is black. You don't even need a Bible for that, bro. You hear me?
Nah, Wavy calling 50. Wavy he all think they French Montana 50-50 niggas. He think they a bunch of, and then he think they white. Yeah. Them niggas, him and Gullah, swerving down that the Moors are not black.
Man, them niggas, the Moors ain't
Man,
mixed.
I
The Moors are black.
ain't even seen them science brothers on the platform lately, man. Them brothers been awfully
They be going
awfully
live.
quiet. It's
They just don't
been
got y'all. Y'all just can't see it. They created a whole new group.
Yeah, I told you that they in protective custody.
I'm
I
in it. I'm
think
in it.
they
Jalen
ran to a whole
Gullah,
other group. They're like, man,
Wavy,
they're like, we can't say nothing on here.
and
Let's go
Rambo.
somewhere where our science will be accepted.
Man,
I
look,
got good, bro.
we go somewhere where we ain't gonna get muted, or somebody ain't gonna be
I
crying
got
every time
good.
we slap them with a fucking source.
Yeah, good, bro. I don't care about this. Y'all do y'all thing. You feel me? You know what I mean? We could be the three. We could be the three moderators. That's us three. Me, you, and Allah. You know what I mean? And Jesse. All three of us could be
Yeah.
the moderators, the administrators. You know what I mean?
You already know. I mean, shoot, I'm gonna let the information flow. I ain't never tripping on no info. Shoot, I'm trying to learn like everybody else. I mean, hopefully they bring something good to the table. That's all I'm saying. Like and then not to mention, you know how I go when I do my research. You know how I do when I'm dropping sources. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here
Yeah,
really
yeah.
dropping shit.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
And they got her to
That's
tell
what
me
I'm
I be
talking
dropping
about. You know what I'm
sources.
saying? Like to be real, man,
Motherfucking
I just be
14,
hating
nigga.
that. I be hating that these brothers be running from information. You know what I'm saying? They rather take
Hell
fake
yeah.
info over
They call it a
over
rabbit
real
hole when they
info.
scared. They call it a rabbit hole. They call it some pseudo shit. And I'm like,
Quick,
y'all niggas is doing
I will
pseudo.
watch.
Like,
I will
let's
watch
try
you.
to give you the real.
You know what's crazy? Not to cut you off anything, Silk, my fault.
No,
But
you good. Go ahead, Phil.
I used to ask you questions, and the brother used to be like, "No, yeah, no, yeah, don't fall down a rabbit hole." It wasn't a rabbit hole. I just wanted to ask the question because what you said was something that I kind of agree with. You get what I'm saying? I feel like when he say don't fall down a rabbit hole, which means that don't agree with him type shit. You get what I'm saying?
Trying to paint the motive. Being
Yeah.
motherfucking fraud.
Yeah.
Being fake. Yeah, I already know, dog. I
Yeah.
know. You ain't got to tell me, man. Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
No, that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, I peeped that. Yeah, I peeped it.
Hey man, tell me something else.
And see, that ain't even
It's
me
pretty
right
wild
there, because they gonna
in
try to
your
swear me down as me. And that ain't me. That's just another brother keeping it 100. That's all the niggas keeping it real. Niggas ain't got a cap over here, man. We ain't gonna do no lying
I don't got
or
a
none of
cap,
that
bro.
shit,
Yeah.
dog.
I don't like to hurt
You
niggas'
feel me?
feelings. That's why I stopped going on his live when he kicked y'all out the group and kicked
Yeah.
y'all out the live and shit. I stopped going on his live.
Oh man, so I
'Cause I'm
forgot
not an
about the
evolution
second.
because I'm not an evolution person, bro. Yeah, I don't believe in that shit, you know. And when we went live over there on Judah Nazareth platform, they were trying to put me and my brother Bentu Benatongo in the same category as Wavy, and we don't
Yeah,
believe in
I
that
think
shit.
that to keeping still clear of that.
Bro, like
He
we don't
almost got
believe in that
stepped in
shit.
on it. That part.
That's his theory. We on this motherfucker to prove that Africans
Right. And
predated
y'all use the
the
bone
people
for
in the
that.
Bible.
Y'all use a Shango bone for that, and then he tried to bring it back. he
Yeah, he tried to bring me back though. On my mama.
he tried to bring it back for evolution. Like
Hey,
I don't
he
know
did.
how the fuck. I'm like, nigga, we use the same tally marks today, nigga. Ain't no evolution. Shit, if
Not the
anything,
same.
that go with this evolution.
Watch
Hey,
it,
yeah,
they
yeah.
use
So
the
you
same
believe
fucking
in
day. I'm
you
sorry.
believe in the Gnostic text, right?
Some like it
Or
all
the
depends on what I'm reading. It all depends on what I'm reading. I don't believe every gospel. It all depends on what I'm reading and if I could connect it to the Bible or not. But yeah, I do mess with the non-accumulated scriptures, which is the original name of the Genesis. If you look in the Hebrew, Genesis will mean Genesis. It mean I think the brother of darkness showed it the other day in the group chat. He showed in the Hebrew how Genesis means Genesis, which means science. The Genesis just means science. It means knowledge. That's it. But yeah, I fuck the non-accumulated scriptures for sure though, brother Jesse.
all right. Do y'all have the apocryphal?
Huh?
Is the apocryphal
I,
in your
I mess with the
text?
I mess with the apocrypha too. You
What scriptures do y'all have that's special?
I don't know no special scriptures they got. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was the Hebrew Israelite, the Bible that we used when I was in Hebrew was the 1611 King James version, and then like we used like the Dead Sea Scrolls. We use the Septuagint because we all know that the Septuagint is actually the oldest manuscript that has been founded today, and that we could prove that the Dead Sea Scrolls that they have today is not the real Dead Sea Scrolls, and it's a fraud. But they do got a Septuagint that was written in Greek. You know what I mean? That predates so called predates the what's the name? You know what I mean? The Dead Sea Scrolls. Hell yeah. That's they
So
main
Right,
book, bro.
right.
they didn't
That's their
translate the
special
Dead Sea
book.
Scrolls to like 1950.
Hell yeah. That's they secret book. They special book right there. The King James version. King James version with the apocryphal. You
Now I've been hearing about this Ethiopian Bible quite a
know
bit
what I mean?
lately.
A lot of motherfuckers fuck with the Ethiopian Bible too as well because it was written by Ethiopian himself. But if you really look at what he's saying that he received a vision from a prophet, right? And that the prophet was sent by the Most High to create this Ethiopian Bible because of the Europeans creating their own Bible and corrupting it, right? Which is just another stand to me, just another standpoint of the Europeans just to get people to follow your religion. That's it. I'm for the for both of y'all ass
The
in the crazy. I
Europeans,
just got it.
the Europeans for surely corrupted it. They definitely removed those books.
Hell yeah. They removed them for a reason. They didn't remove them because they was like, oh, we don't, we don't, we don't want these in the Bible because, goddamn, uh, we don't know how to read this shit, or it don't go. You know what I mean? It don't go with what we got going on right now. You know, they took that shit out
Oh
alone for
man,
Gnostics because it went against their standpoint. The Gnostics talks about how the God in the Bible is not the true creator. The Gnostics also talks about how sin, right? It's not a bad thing, and that sin is something that you must escape. And that Judas, when he betrayed the Christ of the Bible, he committed the ultimate sin. and that sin that he created was good. Also create it also talks about Yadi Boff and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? Him being the creator and all that shit. Uh, Talks about wisdom. You know, a lot of people don't know that all this shit. It's like the same. It's like the same shit. They know it's like the same shit that goes on. You know what I'm saying? And this shit is crazy because a lot of niggas retarded as fuck. I used to be just like that, bro. Retarded like that.
Man, my transition to Islam was actually like fairly easy for me, man. It was like, well, don't get me wrong, it was a struggle because it was something new. It was like something. It was it's a little more strict than Christianity, but
Like,
but as far as like when I got into the information, like I got real deep into the Bible, and ultimately like me getting deep into the Bible is what led
okay.
me to Islam.
Yeah, yeah.
And man, and as I'm getting deeper into to the man, as I'm just getting deeper into it, man, I just got like a very I have like a good view because I can see like the I don't know how to explain it. Like this perspective from the Gospel of Saint Barnabas, Paul, the Quran. I got a little more understanding. So we're talking about the Gospel of Saint Barnabas. They definitely removed that book for a reason because the Gospel of Saint Barnabas would have destroyed the Christianity theology because being that a majority of Christians believe that Jesus has to die for their sins. You know, they cannot take they cannot they when I tell you they get mad when you tell them Jesus wasn't crucified. These brothers be mad that Jesus was not crucified.
See, you ask me, I ain't gonna lie to you,
So
bro. I believe the nigga never existed as a human being. You get what I'm
nah,
saying?
he definitely existed. He
But
definitely existed.
but a lot of
Think
people
about
can
it, man.
connect
Think
him,
about how
right?
big we are fighting over this guy. Like
A
all
lot of
three of us,
people
crit. Like I mean,
a
go
lot of
ahead.
people can a lot of people connect him to Harus and Kemetic and Kemet and try to say he was an actual person because he was Heru. And that the Europeans copied the Jesus shit from Heru. You get what I'm saying? That's who they're really supposed to be, and that Heru was an actual person. You know, reason why I say this is because you can't find any archaeology or any evidence of this Christ ever being in existence. You know what I mean? Rather than finding any evidence of anybody in the Bible being as a actual reality person. You get what I'm saying? So when you say uh these people existed, then you would have to place these people in Kemet when they really was never there. You know what I mean? And those was Nubians. And I was just talking to a brother too as well. Who is that in the group chat? It was some brother that's in the group who I was talking to, and he agreed that it was actually Nubians that was being enslaved by the Comedics and not Hebrew Israelites, which can prove the fact that these Hebrews was never in the land of Kemet. And we also got some evidence to show that if there were some Shemitic people in Kemet, it would be the people of Yahweh who are called the Shasu people. The Shasu people would be considered the Shemitic people from the Middle East region. But I have to look further into uh the existence part, even though you know what I mean I ain't get far. But I got to a constrained point where it is some archaeology that he never existed as a person. But as far as like archaeology that he did, I never. ran into anything. But if you can find something and send it to me, I'd be more willing to check it out. Just brother, this.
I got you. I got you. I seen you something. Recently, I ran across something where it was like a advertisement, like a basically like an advertisement during his time, advertising that he was supposed to be walking around or something like that. It was like basically like something describing Jesus walking around, just a document that said that outside of the Bible. But in Islam, we basically believe that his real name is Isa. One of the Hebrew Israelites informed me that it means anointed one. See, and this is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have a Hebrew Israelite tell you what an Arabic, well,
Yeah, going there.
the Quran is.
My
But
fault,
you know what I'm
bro. My
saying?
fault.
Like when you have a Hebrew person tell you, yeah, I was just saying that when you have a Hebrew person tell you that the name of Isa, which is Jesus' name, means means anointed one, and they still deny him, and they they deny the Quran, it just be crazy to me, man. Because they know what the word means and everything. But ultimately, Jesus, we believe his he really spoke Aramaic, and he was from Galilee or Nazareth, and these are places like that they're like these are currently the places that they're trying to fight wars over.
Yeah, yeah, man. But look, though, man, it was a PA, but I fuck with this, man. It was very peaceful, man. Maybe tomorrow we go even longer than this. I'm on my people's house, man. About to turn up for a little minute,
All
drink
right,
and
brothers,
smoke with
and I
some.
got to do the same. My family's been pushing me out,
You all
pushing me to
good,
get
man.
off.
Y'all better
So,
stay blessed. Hey, Silk. I'm gonna holler at you tomorrow, man. We gonna go live tomorrow. Me, you, and Jesse, and then we gonna add some motherfuckers in the back chat to get on up. You hear me?
Already.
We
Hey, we
gonna
got to
do
get
things for
Anthony
sure.
on for sure. And
Yeah,
Alva.
so
But yeah, man, whenever you're ready, just hit me up.
yeah, they said
all right, assalamu
as
alaikum,
long as
brothers.
I can they said as long as I can go is 6 hours. So yeah,
Oh,
so
that's
we gonna
all
go
we
ahead.
good.
And
That's all we
low
do
key,
anyway.
it's really better to keep it short because short would keep people's attention span. We have these ain't nobody trying to watch these 2 or 3 hour debates and
Hell
fool.
no, man, or 5 6 hour debate. You know what I mean? 3 hours of the debate
Yeah.
is just yelling. You know what I mean? 3 hours of it yelling. You know what I mean? No, nobody sold nothing yet. We need let's get the yelling out first for 3 hours, then we're gonna get to the academic. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
For sure, man. But
But all
y'all
right,
boys
brother.
stay
Peace to the
blessed, brother. You
room,
know what I
man.
mean? We're gonna
Assalamu
chop it up tomorrow for sure. Peace to you, man. Peace to you guys, man. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Peace, Silk.